Hi, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Mason's Musings. With us today, I have from Drag Race Germany Season 1, we have LéLé Cocoon with us here today. How are you?
Hi, hello. I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm good, woke up and I'm like, let's get this interview on today. So I'm
You
just going
look
to let you
fabulous.
know. What'd you say?
You look fabulous. I love your
Oh,
little
thank you.
outfit.
Yes. I just want to let you know some of these questions are fan submitted. Some of them, the questions get wild. I don't ever read the questions beforehand. I really should though. But if you want to pass on the questions, just say pass or skip, and then, you know.
All right.
All right. Well, so with let's go on to before Drag Race Germany with your name LéLé Cocoon. What inspired that name? Like, where did you get that from for you?
I love that question. So we'll divide it in two parts. So Lele really comes from my like legal name. It's like because like back in high school, I really wanted to have a nickname because so many of my friends had like cool nicknames and stuff. And I asked my best friend like, "Hey, can you give me a nickname?" And she said, "Well, Lele." And I didn't really like use it ever up until I started doing drag, where I was like trying to find a name that suits my character and my my idea of like who I wanted to be. And I felt like Lele was a very like it didn't really read as either male or female specifically, which is kind of very much so what my drag is for me personally. I went with that. And Cocoon, at the time when I started doing drag, I started watching Drag Race as well. And the first season that was available on Netflix in my country was season 7, which is still like definitely one of my favorite seasons of Drag Race ever. And there was the icon and legend, Miss Jasmine Masters
Oh
on
my
that season.
god.
And which, she had that runway where they had to do the nude illusion thing, and she was wearing like the hoop things.
Yes.
And she was like a butterfly in a cocoon. And I was 18 and that tickled my funny bone. So I was like, that's hilarious. I mean, let me go with that. That's the only reason. That's why I chose it. I thought it was so funny.
Oh Lord.
And people come up to me sometimes and be like, oh yeah, cocoon because of like the butterfly and the metamorphosis and the biological
Oh,
aspect.
okay, yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Bring
Cuckoo
it
because of
to what you
Jasmine
want.
Masters. That's insane. Yeah, I feel
I
like
wonder.
season 7, it's like always like everyone's starter season.
Yeah, I don't know. In Germany, it was like seasons 7, 8, and 9 that were available. Like those were the only seasons available at the time in like 2019, I believe. So I guess that's why many people started with that legally, at least, But
Oh wait, 2019. So this was like only like 6 years ago. They only started having it on Netflix for real.
yeah, I think so. I mean, that's when I started discovering Drag Race, anyways, and those were the only seasons. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting. So when you got the call for Drag Race, how was that for you? Like, set us the scene. Like when they're like, "Hey, you're gonna get on."
Well, honestly, when they announced that we were getting Drag Race, first of all, that was like crazy for like the German drag scene. Like we were shaken because nobody saw that coming. Really, I don't know if you or your audience know, but like in 2013, Germany was supposed to be like the first international season, and we even had the little like RuPaul clip of being like, Guten Tag Deutschland, and
Yes.
so when that got announced, I was like, yeah, I have to be on. Like I'm gonna be on. Like they cannot do it like the first season without me. Hello, I was a bit delusional, but as it turns out, actually not so much. So I had just gotten home from like little family dinner, and I hadn't heard from the producers in months. Like I think I did the psych evaluation in December, and then it was April, I think, when I heard back from them.
Oh
So in the
wow.
meantime, I didn't hear anything. So like sometimes I'll go on Reddit and be like, any news on Drag Race Germany, blah blah. And I thought it had gotten like canceled again. But then I heard from them and I was super excited. But at the same time I was like, see, I told you I was gonna be on, yeah, that was amazing. And I was already like going crazy. Like after I hung up the call, I was like, okay, amazing, but I have to prepare everything. It's gonna be so stressful. Yeah, that was the first few thoughts in my head.
Yeah, how is it for you, like, prepping for the show? Like, how much time do they give you for it? And, like, is it, like, because I'd imagine it have to be, like, extremely stressful to get everything done in, like, almost 2 months.
Like, let me tell you, I had 6 weeks
Oh, wow.
preparation time, and it was like, as I am a DIY queen, I did like all my clothes, like always. I did myself. I created everything myself. But in 6 weeks, and creating so many like runway looks and concepts and like preparing Snatch Game and everything, I felt so overwhelmed by, like I was like, okay, I cannot do everything by myself. I have to contact designers now. But I wasn't really well connected to designers back then. So I even had like I worked with some designers that I didn't really like the outcome of. So I canceled the project. So it was a bit shaky at first, and I was super stressed out. Sometimes I didn't even have time to cook anything, and like some friends would come over and they would bring me food and be like, please, like, we need you to survive this. So yeah, it was a very stressful time, but at the same time it was also very fun to like get the the spreadsheet of like all the runway looks you had to bring, and thinking of how I would interpret the categories. That was like one of the most fun parts of Drag Race for me, to be honest.
So if you could say, how much total did you spend on your package?
Probably too much. I want to say about like 10,000 euros, I think.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that's pretty modest compared to from some of the answers I've gotten. I've heard three figures, and I'm like, this is insane. Like, we all know about Gottmik spending like 100 something thousand. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, but like, since it was the first season in Germany and we wouldn't know how it was going to be perceived and how our job opportunities would be like afterwards, some people even advised me beforehand, were like, maybe don't spend like too much on this because you don't know if you're going to get, if it's going to be successful afterwards. And so yeah, I did that. And as it turns out, it was like kind of a smart move, to be honest.
Right, I think like I don't care if it's gonna be on for a season. I mean, we still don't know about season two. Season two is up in the air for now. We don't know,
Right,
but
right.
if I don't care if it was for two episodes, one episode, I would have spent all the money I could get my hands on just to I'm on TV.
See, I get that too, but I'm like, I love to have my little safety net still.
Oh,
Let me just take some of my savings and not all of them, because yeah, I just like security as well.
can't be too frivolous spending. But now getting on to the show, when you walked in dressed as a Karen and you saw all the online discourse with it, how was that for you? Because I know some people loved it and some people hated it.
But that's the thing with like iconic and memorable things. Like, people either love or hate it, and even if they hated it, they still talked about it, which worked in favor of me. I thought at the time it was either going to be like a super cunty and like Club Kid-esque and very like super well constructed look that I was going to bring for the entrance to make like a grand and fierce impression. But at the same time, I don't only do that. I also love to be camp and like stupid sometimes. And yeah, that idea came to my head, and I was like, oh yeah, actually that could be so fun. You never see people like, because it's not even like me not giving a shit about how I'm perceived, or like not wearing like super elaborate stuff, but it was just like, let me troll them. I love to troll, and yeah, I thought it was very fun, and I thought like the right people got it.
Right, I thought it was hilarious, and then I remember I was watching the show on the time with my friend. She was like, "Why would you walk in like this?" And I'm like, "Cause it's funny. Cause why
It's
not?"
fucking funny. It's fucking funny. Like a hard front wig for 23 euros from Amazon. And like the rest of the outfit I got like from a secondhand store. So I was like, you know what? I'm here on a budget and I make it fucking work. And it's like, it's kind. I had so much fun walking in. I mean, I was super nervous as well, but I was like, okay, this is either going to be such a flop or super funny. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
What was the wildest or most unexpected moment for you that you had on the show?
The wildest and most unexpected. Going home, honey.
Oh.
Going home. But poor bitch. I was like, that was wild, that was unexpected, and dare I say undeserved. But yeah.
Undeserved. Our
The
Rod's
boys are
queen.
divided on that one, but hey.
Well, at least you got to win, the fan favorite poll thing. What was, I have a question, like, what was that about? Was it like, did you get to win money from that? Or, like, how did that work?
I wish it would have given me the money
Oh.
directly to me, but no, it was more so like that was from Paramount because our season was produced by Paramount Plus, and they also did the fan favorite voting I think for Mexico too. We were like the only two or like 2 or 3 seasons who did that, and I got to like they were donating money like 2,000 euros I think it was to an organization that I was able to choose.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a charity. Okay, got it. I never, like, I saw that and I was like, I don't know about this. Like, I wonder if the queens get incentives from this.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it would have been nice, but at the same time, it was so validating to see all the love from the people because, on the show, I did not really feel seen by the producers or judges because I felt like they were not really getting what I was bringing. And so it was even more rewarding to see that the people got me and, that they loved what I brought to the show. And yeah, that was very, very sweet and validating. So, yeah.
If you had to describe your drag aesthetic using only food references, what would it be and why?
Food references,
Yeah,
like
that's an
dishes.
interesting question. Yeah.
What the fuck? Like full dishes or just ingredients?
Whichever you prefer. Food is food.
God damn. Um, well, I'm gonna go with pasta because pasta is like so versatile. You can have sweet pasta dishes, you can have savory pasta dishes. There's so many different shapes to pasta, and I love pasta. Period. Oh, I think I actually like that answer. Yeah, that's really fun. One of my favorite pasta shapes is the farfalle, like the
Oh,
butterfly
the
looking
little bow
one.
tie thing?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So I think, pasta is one of the most versatile foods out there, and I'm one of the most versatile drag artists out there. So I think that's
Somebody
just
steal
about
your
it.
answer now. The next time we see the Meet the Queens, I want somebody to say, I'm like pasta. I'm versatile. I can do anything. Please, that's a great answer.
Shape shifter, honey. Shape shifting pasta. I should do it like a pasta look now.
Yes, please. Please. Which challenge do you wish you could go back and redo knowing what you know now?
Which challenges?
Yeah.
So basically all of them, to be quite honest.
Really?
Because I feel like I didn't really, let's say, enjoy my time on the show because I'm somebody who is like I'm an overthinker.
Oh.
And I do get really in my head and I can be the most confident person in the room, but as soon as like other people walk in, I see like, oh, they're like amazing too. I start doubting myself sometimes, which I did on the show for sure. And in general, I would just like let go and have fun because sometimes I watch the show and I'm just like, I do see myself, but I don't see like my full potential. Or like me showing my full potential on the show because I was like, yeah, maybe a bit timid at times. And I would have loved to do like the challenge where I got eliminated on. Like I would love to do that again. Maybe with other people, but like no shade to my teammates. We had to do like the little advertisement thing. We got
Yeah.
like the transparent umbrella, which I thought was so stupid. But yeah, I wish I would have. No, anyways, let's leave it at that. I don't want to shake too many people, but I would have loved to redo that and maybe do Snatch Game. I think I could.
Snatch Game. Who would you have done for Snatch Game?
So I would have done this like Swiss German, or like actually she's just Swiss, like an influencer. Her name is Rafa Festikla. And I've been loving her and watching her YouTube videos and social media content for years now. And I even uploaded like a video of me like doing her after like the day after Snatch Game aired, and people loved it, and she loved it as well. She saw it,
Oh.
and yeah, I got quite a lot of compliments for that. So I think I could have been quite good on the Snatch Game.
Yeah, I often hear this a lot from when I interview queens. They say that they hated their time on the show because they were so like cerebral with it instead of like.
Yeah.
That's why they say, "Oh, I loved All Stars more. I loved Versus the World more because I actually knew what I was doing and had fun. I didn't have fun in my original season."
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's like if you have maybe like TV experience prior to going on the show for the first time, you know how things go a little bit more, and maybe like you're a bit more like relaxed about stuff. But since it was my first time doing TV, anyways, I was also trying so hard, like in the confessionals. Of course, they asked me like all these like a bit shady questions, and they were poking and stuff, and I didn't want to give them too much, so I didn't come off as super shady. But I think I could have been more like loose and more fun, and because I could be shady and stuff, but I definitely held back during that just because I was like scared of how I would be perceived. Yeah.
Yeah, when you walked into the workroom and you see, all these girls, who were you immediately like, she's going home first, and these are the top three? Speaking of pushing you to answer shady questions, here we go.
Listen, I saw some of them and I was like, oh, I didn't expect her to be here. Also, some I didn't even know, I have never heard of. And honestly, I love her now. She's an icon. But I definitely thought that Tessa Testicle would be going home first. But I saw her, I remember we were sitting, like we were doing the little photo shoot, the mini challenge in the first episode. We had to wear like Bavarian princess dresses. We were on the spinning platform with the snow and everything. She sat next to me. She looked a damn fool with that wig, looking crusty as fuck. And I was like, what the hell is this? God damn. No, I was thinking so. But I mean, of course, I also didn't know her. And back then, at least. So, yeah. But she's an icon. I love Tessa.
Everyone always says Tessa. Everybody always says Tessa.
But there must be something to it then.
And for your top three, who would it have been, including yourself?
Well, me, of course. No, I'm like, in all honesty, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna be somewhere up there. Like, it needs to happen. And then I thought, Metamorkid, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And, maybe Pandora as well. I didn't know them both, like, at the time, actually. I just knew them from Instagram, never met them before. So yeah, probably those two, I think. Just judging from the looks, from their entrance looks, I think.
Oh my God, Pandora's entrance. Jesus Christ.
It was really fierce, and I didn't even expect any Austrian or Swiss queens to be there in the first place. Because, I mean, of course, there were rumors and stuff, but I was like, nah, they're not going to do that. And then when they both entered, and the Swiss diva, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I see. Interesting. Yeah.
And a Lollapalooza, if you could pick a queen from your season to lip sync against, who are you choosing and why?
From my season?
Yes.
Oof. Tough. Let me see. Okay, I'm not. Maybe I would just choose Tessa just because we've done it before, and I would love like a cute little rematch with a song that I actually like. I know it's not an excuse. I'm sorry, Lizzo. I'm sorry, Lizzo.
But I get it. That's like I don't want to lip sync to a TikTok song. I'd be so pissed.
Which I was like, we had "Nobody's Supposed to Be Here" by Deborah Cox on the season. And that song is and I think that's it gives you it's like the right energy to fight and to stay here and love that. But my song was really just like hee hee. I don't know.
It was.
And then dressed as Angela Merkel, I was like, ooh, like imagine usually you're feeling yourself in drag, but that day you look like an old woman, wrinkly makeup, and in an outfit that is not giving your drag aesthetic at all, so you don't even feel super confident and stuff. And that was really the vibe at the time. So I would love like a cute little rematch with a cunty song, and a lovely little outfit where I could feel confident in. Yeah, that would be amazing.
We need to see it happen. World of Wonder, Paramount, somebody fund the rematch. I need to see this.
Honey.
Whose critique on the judges panel hit you the hardest, and whose were basically there for like you were just like, yeah, this critique don't make kind of came out of whack for me.
Well, listen, to this day, I mean, my episode that I got eliminated in, like, objectively speaking, I think it was kind of weird. Like, the judging overall, it was just...
Yeah, very wishy-washy, that episode. I was like, what is... Okay.
Like, and it felt that way, too, while I was there, because, you get your critiques, and, like, everybody's on stage, actually, and we got the critiques. I didn't get any bad critiques then. Like, it was just like, oh, your outfit looks amazing. It looks just like your inspiration and stuff. And I even did a reveal in the runway, which nobody seemed to talk about, but hey. And so then we went backstage, and what the judges talked about then, of course, we didn't hear at the time, but in the episode you can see that it was only then when they said, oh yeah, I think she faded into the background. So I personally, to my face, I never heard any bad critiques from anyone really, because I was like the episodes prior was like high in the first episode and the rest like safe, so it was it came as a shock to me when they said that I was going to be in the bottom and like up for elimination. So yeah, that moment definitely shook me.
Okay, so I thought it was just like a translation thing because I watched it, but I don't really, I speak the smallest bit of German ever. I'm learning German now, and yeah, just a little bit. And I was
like
like literally, hello, my name is. I can probably I could tell you my favorite movie, like just the smallest a bit. But I'm like watching it, I'm like, maybe it's a translation thing because I'm like, maybe the subtitles aren't saying what the show is showing. No, so it was. So I wasn't crazy. I was like, what the hell? How is she in the bottom too?
Yeah, you were not crazy. It was really that. I think everybody was like really shocked, but you can see it in the reaction of everybody's faces. I think that they were a bit like, oh, okay, gag.
Yeah, because I was like Tessa. Yeah, but I was like LéLé. I was like, did we watch the same thing? Did we see the same? I was so confused. I was really confused.
I mean, it was not like, let's be honest, our video was not outrageously hilarious. But I think I don't think it justified that. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah.
This one says, be honest, who had the most expensive outfits but the least taste? That is nasty. I'm sorry, that's a nasty question.
Woo! I mean, honestly, I can't even name anybody. I don't know. I literally don't know. Yep. Who had expensive outfits? Yeah, let's skip that one, actually.
Yeah, you guys are messy.
Nasty.
But how was it having Diane Brill there? Did you guys know who Diane Brill was prior? Is she like famous in Germany or anything like that?
So I can only speak for myself and like, some others, I guess. We didn't really know who she was. I had personally never heard of her before. And then when we walked the runway for the first time, that's when we were introduced to her. And, you don't really like get like a great view of the judges panel. At least like you don't like look at them for 5 minutes or anything. You just pass by while you're walking. So I just really saw like a big blonde wig or like big like blonde curly hair. I was like, is that another drag queen? We all discussed like backstage, like wondering who was that diva. And then when we got like to the critiques and stuff, it's Diane Brill. I didn't know her before. I think she's super sweet. She was definitely iconic. At times, just a second. Goddamn. At times it was a bit difficult to understand her and to follow her critiques because her German is not that great. I mean, we all know Herbert, of course.
Yeah, yes.
But that's why at times I felt like I couldn't really follow with what she was saying, and didn't feel like as constructive, to be honest.
Oh, so I was just about to ask about that too. With like her German, was it just as bad as it was shown in the show? It was for real.
For sure, yeah. Yeah.
Poor Diane. This one says, "We love you." This says, "What was the funniest moment backstage that the cameras didn't get to catch?"
Wow, that's a tough one actually, because to be honest, I can't think of anything right now. Yeah, because I think a lot of it actually I mean, I don't want to say Drag Race was like a traumatic experience, but a lot of it I just like forgot about. Maybe intentionally, maybe unintentionally, but I actually can't tell you anything. But I think we always had like a fun time backstage for sure. And yeah, that's all I can really say, to be honest.
This says, well, then I don't know if you can answer some of these. This one's, let me know. This one says, were there any secret friendships that we didn't get to see on TV?
Secret friendships? I don't think so. I mean, I definitely, my best friend in the competition was LéLé Rivers, my diva, my lovely diva. And I think in the episode where I got eliminated on, it just started to like form even on screen, because before that we were already like, we knew each other from before. And then so it was amazing to see her walking into the workroom. And then we like immediately bonded and connected and stuff. And I think in episode 4 you can definitely see us like forming like a stronger bond. And so if I would have stayed, you would have seen like a bit more of that. But other secret friendships I can't really think of, to be honest.
Oh, and then this one said, who took the longest to get ready and was always running late?
God damn. You know, I'm sure if you had asked Victoria Shakespeare this question, she could tell you everything about it. She would know everything, every single detail. That diva does not forget.
No, she does not. The memory is insane. Yes, when I asked
like,
Victoria a lot of questions, everything, the time, the date, where this happened, where they were.
Yeah, and I'm like, I commend you on that. That's so fierce. I want to say, was it Tessa? What did she say? Did she give you an answer? Did you ask her the same question?
No, this question was not written when I interviewed her.
I want to say Tessa, but at the same time, I have no idea anymore. I just know, like, you get such a limited amount of time and you're under stress the entire time while you're painting. It's kind of horrible, actually.
Yeah,
like,
I heard they gave like 2 hours.
I thought maybe it was just 1.5 hours. Like, originally,
my God.
Officially. And then we, of course, like, if we're not ready, what are you going to film? Like, it's not happening. So, of course, we get, like, a little more time if we're not already. But they definitely, they kept, like, sitting behind us, being like, you need to be done, you need to be done. And I was, like, putting on my eyeliner, and they're like, LéLé, are you ready? I'm like, yes. Like, what the hell? That was quite stressful, to be honest.
Why does production do that? Every franchise across the board, they seem to give the queens, like, this amount of time to get ready. Why?
Maybe it has something to do with, like, you know, wanting to... I mean, it would be super stunning if we had, like, hours to get ready and, like, perfect our makeup and, like, even, like, pay more attention to stuff. I think it would be nice to show the full potential of our artistry, to be honest. But I think as it's a reality TV show, they want to have you work under pressure so that, you know, they have like interesting content to film.
Yeah, we have to have a show to get done. I get it.
Exactly. That's that.
Oh Lord! Again, some of these questions just get nasty.
Oh Lord!
This says
a fucking game.
This says, who needed a better wig budget?
A better wig budget, honey. Who had terrible wigs? I don't think anybody really had bad wigs, to be honest. The only bad wig I remember is Tessa Testicle from the first.
Oh my God!
Like the ponytail thing, I was like, ooh, honey. And her Angela Merkel.
Yes.
Girl, so let me go with her, maybe. I'm sorry, Tessa. I love you so much. I don't know.
I swear, it sounds like you. Hate
like
Tessa.
But actually, I was known personally for not wearing wigs usually in drag, because I do my little hoods and like the headpieces with, you know, stuff on them. So I had to invest a lot into like getting wigs for the show, actually, and I was not used to wearing wigs. That was quite the challenge for me, to be honest.
Oh, the wig at Avil. Oh God, this was worse too. I don't even want to say this. Okay.
Oh God.
This says.
Say it, diva. Say
This
it.
says, besides the host Barbie Breakout, Who could have used a little bit more time doing their makeup? That is a horrible question. Whoever you are shady on Instagram. Whoever put.
You are shady, and also I think you are blind. Because in all honesty, Barbie Breakout looks stunning.
Thank you.
And she is a makeup artist herself, so like you cannot clock that makeup. Like she looks beautiful. I think my favorite makeup. I mean, she's always like when she does like a glam look, she looks always stunning. But I think my favorite look of hers on the show was when she was wearing the black gown in like PVC fabric, and she painted on like she had like a white face.
Oh
with,
yes,
like,
that thing. Yes.
Outline. It was like a little more
Great.
darker, and, you know, like a throwback to her past, because she also started out as like a club kid ass, more gore kind of artist, and that was really cunty, I think. But about who needed to improve their makeup, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I got asked the same question at Bring Back My Girls at DragCon UK this year.
Good lord.
Last year. And I was like, God damn, I mean, there's only one answer. And I said, Tessa Testicle. Like,
we need to stop. These guys, all roads lead back to Tessa.
Who, like, all roads lead back to Tessa Testicle? I'm like, who asked these damn questions? Maybe it was her. So she would know that I was going to name her, and then she could get, like, even more airtime. But hey, I don't think she needs it, but...
Right, she just did a whole other season on another show. Tessa's good.
No, she good, definitely. I doubt that she's even going to hear this, but yeah.
This one says, again, which runway was giving last minute Amazon Prime?
God damn. One of my runways, to be honest, that was not shown on the show and that I never posted as well, because I thought it was so busted. Because it was the 3-in-1 runway, and I hate reveals. Like, I don't fuck with reveals, especially if they're not done well. And I had this concept that I'm not gonna talk about it yet, because maybe I'm gonna get another opportunity to actually do it. Exactly. And I gave that project to a designer, and they sent me progress pictures and stuff, and I was absolutely not happy with it. It was not like on par with what I expected, so I canceled the project. That's what I was talking about earlier. And then I had to essentially make 3 looks from scratch that kind of work well together and kind of work as a reveal. And they all ended up in the garbage bin after the season. And I'm so glad that nobody ever got to see them, because if I wasn't going home on episode 4, maybe for that runway alone, it's like, ugh, hated it. So yeah, thank you for the question.
I'm with you on that. I don't like reveals. I kind of, unless they're done right, and you know, every finale there's always crazy reveals, and I'm like
you cannot look like potatoes and expect me to not, like, you know, of course.
Yes.
We expect you have something else like beneath that. I think a nice reveal is actually a shocking moment and something that you did not expect, that you did not see coming. Like, I mean, I think like Sasha Velour is a master at that, for example, with the rose petals and stuff. You did not see that coming, and that's what a good reveal makes for me personally. And it's not like very often that it's done in a good way.
No, like, you know the picture of the season 10 queens, like, in the finale, just standing next to each other? They look like, insane. I'm like, I wonder
like
what they're going to reveal
like,
to.
What the fuck? yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Tro, you guys are horrible people. This says, whose lip sync had you bored? Like, very, like...
Bored? I mean, I only saw 3 lip syncs, to be honest. Like, as I was there. No, you know what? I'm going to turn that question around, because I'm allowed to do that. I'm going to tell you the lip sync that I was most excited for, or that I was most, like, I was cheering them on so much. It was The Only Naomi and Tessa Testicle doing...
Hero?
Holding Out for Hero, exactly. Is it Bonnie Tyler? I think it's Bonnie Tyler. Yes. And I love that song. I mean, it's a drag staple, right? But I think it has so much, like, power behind it. Like, you can give it your fucking all. You can, so cunt. And yeah, it was so nice, so amazing to watch that, because they left their all on stage. It was so cunt. Yeah.
That was one of the best lip syncs of the season. When Tessa did that split off the stage, I was like, I was like,
Like,
oh
so
my god.
also Naomi, because I mean I knew Naomi before, and I didn't know her to be like a sickening performer, I would say, but like she went off, like that was really fierce. Yeah.
So just like this is my question, are there any like rules against like leaving the stage? Because I've heard that in the main franchise you can't leave the stage, but we saw in Germany the
Well,
girls love to leave the stage.
I was gonna say apparently there are no rules to that. I have no idea. I have no idea, to be honest. I just think like to a certain extent I have mixed feelings on that, because like of course it's your job to get like all the attention on you, but at the same time I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. I like stuff to remain on stage and stuff.
I
Yeah.
agree. I
But
would love when lip syncs stay on the stage, but the couple of moments when they leave the stage, I'm like, oh god,
but
what's going on? Like
I, you, I think it's like, okay, if you do a split off stage, that's kind of cunty. Like I mean, I think Kennedy Davenport was the first to do it back then, maybe, or is that one of the first?
Sahara, I think.
Oh,
Season 2. Ooh.
listen, my memory, honey, we need to be forgiving with my memory today. But I think if you like go up to the judges panel actually and like do your little stuff there, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not gonna like judge you or cancel you for that, but I would personally not do it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh Lord. This says, okay, this is gonna be the last nasty question I'll read. This, you know what? This made me change how I'm gonna do this. From here on out, I'm reading the questions beforehand. This says, who was serving more boy than queen that day?
No, we're not gonna do
Skip
that.
it.
Who the fuck?
Guys, I see your Instagram users. You guys are I see the
Like,
usernames.
Question box in your
Yes. That's where we gather most of these from, and I'm like, you guys it's always the most rotted things on Instagram.
How about you go ahead and ask me about my personality, my personal interests, and what makes me as an artist like unique? And you little shady divas, I know you love like all of that, But
They live for this stuff. They live for this stuff.
I need to chill.
I'm saying, I'm reading this and I'm like, I have to ask. I just read the questions. Okay, this is fine. Who from your season will get caught up in a scandal first in real life?
A scandal. A scandal. That's a tough one. I think, well, the first diva that comes to my mind is Nikita Vegas, because she just says, like, whatever, to be honest. Like, backstage, I don't know, she would just say whatever, and, like, sometimes, might be, like, not super careful with what she says, so maybe that's, like, gonna get her into some type of scandal. But at the same time, she never uses Instagram or anything, so, yeah. But I would, Nikita.
She's wise. She's like, I don't want this on recording. This will never be posted. If she
That
were
is
to get
very
in the
wise.
scandal.
Very wise.
And then this says, if RuPaul started suddenly speaking German, whose drag name would sound the weirdest?
That's so specific. That
is oddly specific. I don't even understand the question, if I'm being honest. I'm sitting here
But,
like,
like,
what?
Because I'm like, lots of us have English names, and then if she spoke German, none of the names would sound
That's
weird.
what I'm saying. I'm like,
Makes no sense. What the fuck?
I'm like, maybe I'm not comprehending it, but it seems like we understood the same thing. I'm like, if she spoke German, it would be the same thing.
Exactly. But I want to hear RuPaul pronounce my name, to be honest. Because, sometimes, like, English-speaking people have a hard time. Or, like, people in general. Like, when I'm, like, in nightlife, at a club, and people ask me, oh, what's your name? And first of all, I'm like, you don't know me? Bitch, what the... No, just kidding. And then I introduce myself, and they're like, oh, Lily, like, it's so nice to meet you. And, like, I didn't know. Like, no. So, like, English speakers usually say that as well. Like, when I was at DragCon, I did my little, like, Queen's Walk on the pink carpet, and they have this announcer, like, the fierce diva, who announces everybody is like... And I told her, so my name is LéLé Cocoon. She said, Lily. I'm like, Lily. She's like, Lily. I'm like, whatever. Have a good one. She said, LéLé Cocoon. I'm like, no. Like,
I get it. I'm American too, but I don't find it hard to pronounce people's names correctly. You just take the time. It takes 2 seconds. It's not a lot.
How do you say my name? I want to hear you say my name.
I would say LéLé Cocoon, but
thanks.
Okay, there we go.
No, that was really nice. Yeah.
Okay, see, there we go. With whatchamacallit happening? What does this says? Okay, whoever asked that one about RuPaul in the German, I have to say that was a dumb question.
Oh.
I'm sorry to whoever wrote that. That was a silly question.
Was not my favorite either, I have to say.
Oh, exactly. We agree.
A lot. We do.
Okay, well, I think this is the end. Oh, yeah, this is all the time we have for today. I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. It does mean a lot to me. Before you go, what are some things you have coming up, events? Where can my listeners find you?
So, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I love talking. I love getting asked questions, even if they're shady. Besos.
You guys.
You guys, all of you, bitch. So, coming up, you see, these days, I'm just trying to learn some new skills for myself. I just got myself a new sewing machine so I can improve my sewing skills and, serve some cunty looks for everybody. I started DJing, more recently, so you can see me at some clubs DJing. I just moved to Berlin as well. And you can basically see me all over Germany. And, of course, follow me on Instagram at LéLé Cocoon. And I will be posting my upcoming events and stuff. And don't forget to also follow me on TikTok.
You guys heard her. You guys go find her. And this has been an episode of Mason's Musing. I will see you guys next time when we have another guest. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.